Just as it was expected, Black Sabbath's final concert sparked quite a lot of controversy among the fans, and all because of the last couple of minutes of the band's final show. So today, let's take a look at what actually happened between the boys on stage and discuss what most likely Ozzy had said to Geezer and Tony. Here you go. So in case you missed it, here's what actually happened. As perfect and emotional as the final set was, of which I spoke extensively in the previous video, and as much as I think the team has done an incredible job on bringing it to all of us international fans with the live stream of Back to the Beginning, well, that live stream also didn't exactly end on a high note. And I actually do agree with it. Because after Black Sabbath played their last ever song together, something weird happened. Instead of a group bow or a heartfelt goodbye, we suddenly saw Ozzy sitting in front of the fans with all of the other band members leaving the stage one after another without saying a word to each other or the Prince of Darkness. And in all honesty, as much as we all understand the physical toll of such a performance for 70-something-year-old legendary musicians, well, this isn't exactly how most of us imagined the last concert would end. And that's exactly why some of the fans went insane online with the speculations around it.
Hello there.
How are you?
Fine.
Reddit threads exploded, people on X started arguing, and everyone around suddenly had an in with the band's management. And since they knew a guy who was an uncle of a friend of Ozzy's dog caterer, they had 100% proven information that all four of the Black Sabbath members didn't actually speak each other prior to the concert, and all of this was a big masquerade. As always.
In the end, disaster happens. It's inevitable.
In addition to that, the whole fact that Ozzy did clearly say something that included an F word to either Tony or Geezer prior to the end of the show, of course, only added to the speculations about it. With the most popular lip-reading assumptions being that Ozzy said, "Don't you get off that stage, get me off that stage, or turn me on that stage." You know, referring to the fact that it was actually a rotating stage there.
It's ridiculous.
And let me be absolutely clear about it and point out that none of us know what Ozzy actually said there, but what we do know is how the show actually ended, and which sadly was not portrayed on the Back to the Beginning live stream. So here's the truth. As much as all the haters would like it to be, Ozzy wasn't actually left behind on stage. Because right after that moment caught on camera, and I mean literally just seconds after, Geezer Butler came back out holding a cake for Ozzy. And while the livestream missed the whole thing, you can actually spot it if you go frame by frame. You'll see Geezer in the background walking toward Ozzy with a giant grin and the cake in his hands. And even better, a few people actually caught it from the audience. And in all honesty, it is actually pretty sweet. And by the way, to put all of the speculations to rest, Geezer himself confirmed it afterwards. As after all of the speculations around that incident reached their peak, he actually went on social media and said, "I keep hearing that people watching the stream thought that our set ended abruptly, with us just walking off. Sorry if it seemed that way. I went off to get this cake for Ozzy. Cheers to the fan that captured the proper ending." So yeah, given all that, what Ozzy most likely said was actually, "You got me a fucking cake," which, in all honesty, even if it isn't true, is the most Ozzy ending to a Black Sabbath story ever.
So you have a more stable life now?
No.
But even after the cake truth dropped, still the internet did its thing, as some fans continued claiming, well, even though Geezer came back, we all knew that he's close to Ozzy, but Tony still bounced off, right? Well, once again, not really, because while it's true that only Geezer and Ozzy were visible in the final frame of the live stream, that doesn't really mean that the others vanished into the void. See what I did there, right? And if you dig through some of the audience shot footage, which there is a lot available online, you can actually see Tony Iommi walking back up on stage, shaking Ozzy Osbourne's hand and chatting with the Prince of Darkness. Rather friendly. And as for Bill Ward, Well, the guy just played shirtless for the first time in decades, so he probably was the only one who actually had to go backstage right away. So Bill gets a pass. But anyways, the bottom line here is that there is absolutely zero evidence of any bad blood among the boys whatsoever. Just bad livestream editing and a lot of online projection. And by the way, if you need any more evidence and just need more proof that the band is actually on good terms now, well, just take a look at the comment section of pretty much any Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath post. Because come on, after all of that happened and after the Back to the Beginning concert was behind them, Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler would definitely not be needing to go out of the way and comment under each and every one of those anymore. So yeah, the bottom line here is that the livestream editing towards the end was rather awkward. We can all agree on that. Although at the same time, I do have to point out that the rest of it was simply spotless. And I actually want to give kudos to the team who worked on it, because in just under 2 hours, they were able to turn it into a proper concert. Like, seriously. This is mind-blowing. But given all that, well, first of all, I personally do hope that the final version of that concert, which I'm pretty sure is coming our way pretty soon, since, in case you guys missed it, the Mercury Studios was recording the entire experience, including all of the fans out there, so there's definitely something from that concert which is coming our way pretty soon. But anyways, I truly hope that it will feature a proper ending that will show the warm, friendly atmosphere that was actually happening on that stage, and which, by the way, you can clearly see from pretty much all of the videos taken backstage at the Back to the Beginning concert. And secondly, well, I am personally simply very happy that Geezer went out of his way to explain the situation and address all of the comments online. Because here's the thing, that concert was not about production. It was about the Black Sabbath legacy and emotions. And it was an extremely emotional experience for all of us metalheads. And if it was such for us, I can't even imagine how emotional it was for the 4 boys up on that stage. And when you get emotional, yes, some weird things may happen. But nevertheless, at least to me, this was actually a perfect send-off and a perfect final bow for one of the greatest heavy metal bands to ever walk this earth. And I would definitely not want it to be spoiled by some bad blood, even started by simple online speculations. Because I don't know about you, but at least to me, even today, several days after the Back to the Beginning concert, although we of course were prepared for it and we knew that the end of Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne is inevitable, for some reason it still gets a hold of me. And every time I remember Ozzy Osbourne screaming from the top of his lungs, "Get fucking crazy, this is the last one," it still gets me. So yeah guys, instead of speculating around it, let's just celebrate Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne for everything they've done for us heavy metal fans around the world. And on that note, I actually wanted to ask you if you would like me to release a special episode on all of the songs Ozzy Osbourne did not get to perform live in his career. So please let me know in the comments. But for now, thank you so much for watching this short video guys, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!